All right, y'all. Hey, I had to get myself situated. So before I start this video, let me put y'all up on the do. I don't know if they have this in the U.S. You need to see if they have this in the. You see what it is? Smirnoff Ice Guarana. When I tell you off the chain, child, that's exactly what I mean. There ought to be a law. Anywho, welcome back to the channel. If you have not been here before, my name is Zelena Government. You can call me Z. Think of me as your freedom expatriate guide. So, real brief on me. I promoted myself to subscriber as far as the U.S. is concerned, and I left the U.S. in January of last year for Central America. I have been living in Panama ever since that time, and yeah, I don't think I'm going back. Anywho, so I wanted to do this video. You see, I had to do a little outline. I had to get some notes because it's a lot of information, y'all. So basically on this channel, what I do is I pair two things that were important to me and I think will be important to other people, particularly women, if you're looking at relocating out of the U.S. Two things. You got to know where you're going. You got a way of having income once you get there. Very simple. So this channel is about relocating and about you being able to generate income wherever it is that you decide to relocate to. Now, that being said, I was curious about, let me redo my camera a little bit because I put myself on an angle. Can you see me? Okay. So I was curious about how many people are truly considered to be digital nomads in the world, because it seems that digital nomads are everywhere you look, and they are finding real, simplistic, easy ways to generate income online to afford them the lifestyle that they are living, no matter where it is that they decide to go in the world. So moving abroad is no longer just a fantasy. It is truly becoming a reality. It's not just for retirees anymore. It's not just for the wealthy. It's for anyone that has the ability to sit down, think through some things, and then design a path forward. Many, many, many millions of Americans are building portable lives now. And we, this is not a channel where I get into politics, but we see what's going on. And I left, and I understand the reasons for my leaving. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one out there that was feeling that way. So I know that there are thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of you out there that are looking to do the same thing. And I am praying, sitting, prayers up to the Most High, that the people that need to find this video find it. So I have gotten some stats. I am actually going to link the websites where I obtain these stats from so that you can go and look it up for yourself if you so choose to. But MBO Partners reports that 18.5 million American workers are currently digital nomads, about 12% of the entire U.S. workforce. And that is up 153% since 2019. I believe that these stats are from the end of 2025, 2026. So, 2019 to 2026, that's 7 years, up 153% is substantial. So clearly people are looking for ways to be able to generate online income, because clearly where we're going right now, where we are currently from an economical perspective, from a financial perspective, the U.S. Treasury has made some pretty broad statements over the past couple of weeks, and we are pretty much, for the most part, it appears that the U.S. government is insolvent. I don't know where we go from there. But anyway, this is no longer a lifestyle trend anymore. This is a workable lifestyle shift that people are making. Stat number two, global estimates put digital nomads at 40 to 80 million worldwide, with Americans making up a major share of that, 44%. We're 44% of digital nomads worldwide. I don't, that seemed really broad. But again, this is coming from MBO Partners. I will put the link in the description box. Go read it for yourself. What does that mean? That means that Americans are not just thinking about, dreaming about, fantasizing about having flexibility. They are leading the movement, and they're going out there and they're getting it. Number three, remote work is still shaping relocation. Upwork related reporting found millions have already moved because of remote work. So they've already made their transition because of their ability to work remotely online, with 18.9 million more planning to move because of it. What does that mean? That means that people are not just watching travel vlogs, they're actively making exit plans. That's what that means. So part of the people skip, or part of the thing that people skip when they're looking at this, is that they think about the relocation, but they're not thinking about the income aspect. And so, as I said in the beginning of the video, this channel is about women relocating with the ability to create income online. So when I came here, I had a little bit of money. I wasn't sitting on hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. I had a little money. I wasn't really concerned about that because I knew that once I made the leap, that I would make it happen. And that has to be the mindset that you have. So you have to just know within yourself that once you make a decision that you're going to do something, that you're going to make it happen. And that's just all that you do. There's no ins, ands, or buts about that. That's what it is. And you move on from there. So once I got here, I had a bit of a cushion. I took my time getting to know my area, my neighborhood, the town that I live in. I purchased a car. I did a little bit of traveling around. And then I started to think about, okay, now I'm here. What is it that I want to do? I always knew that I wanted to have some sort of a business, but I wasn't sure what type of business that I wanted or how I was going to start the business. But I knew that whatever it is that I did, it was going to have to be online. I'm not retired. And I won't be looking at retirement for early retirement, another 5 years, give or take. 4 or 5 years. So I'm not able to get Social Security. I cannot touch anything that's in my 401k, and that's fine. But I knew that I would be able to generate something. So that's what I want you to think about when you're thinking about moving and thinking about relocating. You have to figure out what your passions are, what motivates you, what drives you. What is your purpose for getting out of bed in the morning? If you didn't have a job and you could just live the life that you wanted to live, what would you be doing? And a lot of people would just be chilling, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then there are a lot of people that also would want to find a way to help others and to give back. Ergo, this channel and what I'm trying to do. It helps me, but at the end of the day, I want it to help you. Because I remember how I felt when I was back in what I call the plantation. I don't care what color you are. If you're working for someone else, you are on the plantation. Deal with it. And I wanted to get off the plantation. The only master that I want to serve is myself and Source, and that's it. I'm not serving anybody else. I have no desire to serve anybody else. And I started looking, I said, if all these people, all age brackets, young people in their 20s, I found digital nomads in their 70s making it work. I'm like, if they can do it and they can do it, I can do it, and so can you. So, cut to the quick. How did I make this happen? There are 10,012 ways to earn money online. What I didn't want to do was invest, an exorbitant amount of time, meaning that I don't want to have to do a whole bunch of research on my own. I want something that is provided to me that I can set up either as a course and I can read books or I can watch videos, but I want to learn interactively that way. I don't want to have to worry about going online and trying to look up how to reinvent the wheel. No one's interested in reinventing the wheel. I just give it to me in small bits that I can absorb and then show me how to execute the plan. That's all I need. That's all that you need. So I found Legacy Builders, and I could kick myself because, to be perfectly honest with you, I learned about Legacy in March and I didn't pull the trigger until January this year, January. So it sat like a meerkat on a shelf in my inbox because I was getting, emails from them. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I think I just was living my life. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't pull the trigger because I'm someone that's tends to be a little skeptical. And when it sounds too good to be true, I tend to think that it's just too good to be true, right? But something one day just said, Z, you're looking for something. Give it a shot. See what you can find. And so I did. And, I responded to this woman, her email. She sent me a link. I went in and I got this video. And the video was like, I don't know, 20 some minutes long. And I sit and I watched the video. Now, the video was of the woman that kind of conceptualized Legacy Builders and the digital growth community, Michelle O'Neill. And the energy that she had was, first of all, addictive because she was so happy. And I'm like, and so she's telling her story and I'm listening to her and I'm like, this woman generated an income from 0 to 6 figures in like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months. I was like, stop. Time out. From nothing? So she's explaining and I'm listening and I'm like, okay. And I'm waiting for the catch. I'm like, because it sounds too good to be true. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. So when's the shoe gonna drop? No shoe dropped. This is where she got me. With Legacy Builders, whatever you sell, you get to keep 100% of the profit. I'm sorry, what? I get to keep what? When she said that, I had to stop the video and then I had to rewind it back like 15 seconds because I thought I was hearing stuff. Because, most programs, you get a commission, right? Because you're an affiliate. So you get a commission of what you sell. Nah, I made her repeat herself. And that's exactly what she said. You get to keep 100% of the profit in your pocket. It's yours. You bought the program. Whatever you sell, you get to keep 100% of the profit. Okay. So she keeps talking and I'm listening. And so then the video was over and it ended. And so I sat there and I was thinking to myself, I said, all right, well, that's great. So I can sell this program. I don't have to worry about like coming up with a digital product of my own, which is good because if you don't have anything or you don't know what to sell, you don't know what you want to do, you have something to sell. Whatever I sell, I keep 100% profit. Well, that sounds like gold right there. But see, here's the thing about me. I don't know about you, but like when I envision creating like a business for myself, I don't envision something small. I'm a Scorpio. I tend to think kind of grand, right? I'm kind of grandiose in my thoughts. And so I started thinking, I cannot just create a business, I can create a brand. What would I do? What moves me? How do I want to help other people? I'm going to do another video at the end of the week. This video I'm recording, I think, over the weekend. So this video is going to be uploaded on Tuesday. But I think on Friday, I'm going to do a video that's just straight kind of like about my story and about my upbringing, which was a little special. I can't even believe I'm going to put that out there. You might want to come back for that. You'll be entertained, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, I care about women and I care about children. Just those two things. I care about other things, animals. That's my dog Zeus. You see Zeus? Say hey, Zeus. So I care about other things. But when it comes to who do I want to help in the world, women and children. Um, because, my parents separated when I was like, I don't know, 14, 13, 14. It was very traumatic for me. And I just, my dad was in the military. My mother was a nurse. And so when they separated, we were living in Germany at the time. So my mom and I and my sister came back to the States. And, my dad was out of the picture for a very long time. And during that time, I just saw my mother struggle. And as a child, I want you to know that if you're a mother, when your children see you working yourself to the bone and see you struggling, it will absolutely affect them. I just want you to know that. If you've never given that any thought, please know that. And so in my mind, I said, I want to be able to help women become financially solvent to the point where they don't have to worry about where food is coming from or how they're going to cover bills or if they'll have enough for the mortgage or if they'll be able to pay their car insurance or if they're going to have to drive dirty for a while. I don't want women to have to worry about that. And I know that there are mothers out there that worry about these things every single day, and it breaks my heart because your children pick up on your energy. Understand that. You may think you're holding a straight face and you're keeping everything calm, cool, and collected, but we are all energetic beings. Children, especially very young ones, are very susceptible to picking up on energy because they don't know a whole lot about the world yet. So they haven't been tainted. When I tell you, if you're a woman that's struggling, a struggling mother, and you have children, they're picking up on every ounce of your anxiety, of your depression, of your anger, of your pain. They're absorbing all of that. So I want you to let that sit with you and think about how what you have to go through, how it's negatively impacting your child or children. I promise you it is, because it absolutely did me. That being said, I'm going to end the video there. I want you to think about those things. I want you to, if you're someone that's just been toying with the idea of relocating, I have created a free emergency exit checklist that you can find in the description at the bottom. And it's just a quick 1 page of things that you might want to look at, things that you should consider before even consider seriously looking at leaving, right? And then if you're someone that's on the other side where you've been contemplating leaving for a while, but you just have not pulled the trigger yet because you're just not sure where to start, because that's kind of where I was. I kind of just had to do things on my own. I just had to do a lot of research on my own and take notes and just, reach out to people. And I ultimately did end up going on a relocation tour, which really, really did help me. But I have created a relocation freedom exit guide that is also in the description box. It talks about how you can go from deciding one day on day one that you want to leave and be out in 120 days, because that's exactly what I did. I went on a relocation tour in September of 2024, and in January of 2025, boom, I was in Panama on the 15th of January. So it can absolutely be done, but there are 10,012 steps. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of things that you have to do, especially if you're a homeowner, if you're a car owner, if you own a lot of things. There's gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna have to do between day one and day 120 to get you there, or to get you and your family there. But I promise you it can be done. And if you're interested in learning out more about that or getting the guide so that you can see how that you can begin the process, please grab the guide in the description down below. And finally, we've just talked about money and income and the importance of doing that, because it's okay to get yourself where you want to go, but if you can't sustain it, God help you, okay? So you want to look at creating income online. And I'm telling you, there are 10,012 ways that you can do it. But personal experience, I'm telling you, legacy builders, you really want to take a look at it. So I have a free link in the description below so that you can just tap in and you can learn more about it, see a video, and see if it would be a good fit for you. I'm telling you, it's an excellent fit, especially if you're a woman, if you're anybody. There are tons of men that are in the program. We have weekly, Zoom calls and meetings. Everyone gets on and we chit chat and talk and, talk about wins, talk about places where, we might want to make some changes and how we're presenting things, just all kinds of stuff. You have access to all of the courses online. You have access to Michelle because she's the one that leads these Zoom calls. You have access, I think they do actual, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think they do actual technical calls. So like if you're having a problem with your website, because when I tell you it's a business in a box, that's exactly what I mean. So you're provided everything, including your free website and setup. All right, so check that link in the description box below too, so that you can learn how to free yourself from all the BS that's going on. We have a lot of changes coming down the path, a lot of things people don't even see or are not aware of. Secure financial freedom for yourself and for your family, okay? And on that note, I love you. If you stuck around this long, kudos, much love to you. And please, before you leave, if this video brought you any kind of insight, was informative to you in any way, shape, or form, please let me know by clicking the like button and dropping a comment and share. And please do comment, because I read all of my comments and I respond to all of my comments. And I am looking at possibly creating a actual community on school once I have more subscribers and once I know that there are more people that are interested in kind of meeting up and speaking with other women, and kind of we come together and pool our ideas and just see how we can help one another moving forward. Because I think in the future, it's going to all be about our ability to create and sustain communities, whether it be in person or online. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you again. My name is Zelena. You can call me Z, and I will see you next time. Oh, and don't forget, y'all check and see if you got any of this Smirnoff Ice Guarana. Child, I'm telling you, I'm not playing. Okay.